Hello and welcome to today's installment of the Thrive 5 Daily Mobility Series. Today is going to be focusing on upper body, and you're going to be coming away feeling so much better after these 3 moves that we've got in store for you. So without further ado, you're not going to need any equipment to get started right away with me here. We're going to be looking at focusing on the neck, sorry. I'm just turning a little bit here so you can see this different base that I'm going to get you to practice whilst doing some nice neck rotations. A 60-second window. I'm going to try this heel sit but with the flexed foot underneath me. If this becomes too uncomfortable, you can try flexing that way, or indeed just release some of the pressure by coming into a tall kneeling position. What is important, however, is that we are going to clasp our fingers behind us, pull our shoulders back and down to maintain that tension away. And from here, I'm going to do a drop of the chin and go through my neck rotations as we did before, looking to create as much tension as we can with each passing revolution. Just stopping there to get a hold of our clock, 60 seconds, and we are in. Chin to chest, looking over the right shoulder as much as I can, then tilting and doing a nice big circle until I'm looking over the left shoulder, where I then drop the chin to the chest and scrape it back to the middle. And then I reverse that the other way. Again, definitely feeling that nice big stretch through the feet as well. That will be quite unusual and uncomfortable. Making sure you continue to pull your shoulders back and down. Back to the start where I am then finishing, transitioning now smoothly into this half kneeling pose. Hurrah! Now we are going to swap after 30 seconds here. All right, the upper body's going to carry on doing the same thing, which is going to be these alternating bow and arrows. All right, this base stays nice and tight, but the rotation through the spine and the upper back, I'm going to follow looking at this fist here, and I like the fists because it helps me create lots of tension instead of pulling that way. Again, whichever you prefer, but then we'll change legs and carry on because they're alternating side to side. Okay. Alrighty, 30 seconds coming on now. And I'm gonna retract my bow, squeeze, back to the start. Retract, squeeze, back to the start. Again, really focusing on squeezing in that upper back as hard as you can. That's how we're going to create that range. Back to the start here. I'm simply going to change my base, and repeat another 30-second window. And I'm going to finish up that movement there, and now coming into our third, staying low to the ground, as is the theme today. I want us to try now this flexed foot position, that Caesar sit that I really like, okay, just because of the great stretch you're going to get through end range positions, all in the lower body there. That being said, if it does become uncomfortable, you can either come to kneeling or indeed do the following standing, okay? So we're going to do a alternating reach and pull down for 1 minute to finish up today. Now what's going to happen here, all right? Again, I'm going to like using these fists, but orientate your hands as ever you please. I'm going to simultaneously pull one shoulder blade back and down, driving that elbow into the hip, whilst the other one reaches the opposite side here. So you get a big stretch down there and a contraction on the opposite side, and you're alternating side to side, okay? So get yourself into position for me, whichever one you prefer. And we're going to get ourselves started here. So I've got my fists here. Alrighty. I'm going to drive. Try to exhale, squeeze, back to the start, and over the other side. Squeezing in the upper back on the side that is down. That might be quite an unusual sensation. As you get more comfortable, you might find you can squeeze down harder and indeed reach deeper. Last one for us here. And that's going to do it for today's routine. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're feeling good for it, and I cannot wait to kick off tomorrow's session because we've got some great challenges in store for your mobility there, and I'm going to see you then.